I'm Katie Robbins, and throughout my whole senior year, I have been sticking with my original senior project, even through the pandemic. I had originally wanted to do more of a data and analysis sort of thing, but it quickly turned into restructuring the Slick C education system, which is really exciting. My project is focusing on helping students tackle test anxiety and also helping teachers figure out how to improve the high stakes testing experience for students. Um, this mainly started with flaws within the ACT because the ACT is one of the biggest and most stressful tests you will take in your whole high school career. And it's super stressful and it's super scary and it's built up to be this huge thing when we shouldn't escalate it that much for our students because that just adds to the stress of it. Tests are stressful enough. We don't need to add any more to it, right? But the ACT has many flaws to it, as many of us know. That's why colleges are looking less at your ACT scores and more at you as a person and your history and your family history and looking at your college essay and what you have to say about yourself, what you're interested in, what you want to major in, because that tells you more about a person than a set of composite scores, right? But so the ACT is super stressful, and test anxiety actually can totally ruin someone's outcome on tests just because of these intense feelings that they have, when really they're so much smarter than they're showing with those test scores. And so it's really important for us as educators to be able to properly help these students to cope with these feelings and learn how to combat them, because unfortunately we live in a very test conscious society, and I don't think it's really going to change anytime soon. So it's important that we give our students the tools that they need in order to continue on throughout college and deal with these feelings that they have. But so what I did with my project is I did a ton of research on test anxiety and how to help students work on themselves and how teachers can help and how counselors can help. And so what I've come up with is I have created my own sort of lesson plans. So like instead of a wiki how, it's like a Katie how, and I'm more helping teachers, counselors, and students by giving them a sheet of what they can do to help prepare for high stakes testing. So teachers, of course, they're going to have academic things that they can help with, but they'll also have mental things. And so one really important mental thing that teachers can do for their students is just having them write a reflection, which is really interesting because if it was used in a college study where a professor had his students just write about their feelings towards the test that they had the next day. They took 10 minutes, wrote down their feelings, and it actually improved their test scores, and they performed a lot better because they were able to get that out. A big part of it is pent up feelings and frustrations and stress that students aren't really able to express to their peers, their professors, or their parents. And that's another big thing. Pressure from the outside. And it's really important for us to explain to students that, like, this is all normal and you're going to get through it and it's just part of life. But so then the counselors, it's all mental there, right? Because our school counselors are there to make sure that we're pushing through, that we're doing okay, and if we need any help or anyone to talk to, they're one of the people that we can go to. So their main job is to check in on students and just be like, hey, how's it going? How's your study plans going? Are you struggling with anything? Are you worried about anything? That sort of thing, like checking in, making sure that they feel comfortable and that they feel cared about, because students are more willing to open up and reach out if they feel like they have an adult to go to, right? And for students, like, it's also kind of their own responsibility to figure out what to do for themselves. So they have to learn, okay, I need to create a study plan for myself. I need to ask my teachers for help. I need to make sure that I'm going in and making sure I understand everything. I need to all sorts of things, right? Because it part of growing up and becoming an adult and going into high school especially and taking these sort of tests is learning that you are responsible for your test scores and your performance as well. And as long as you are doing everything you can to make sure that you are prepared, you'll feel a lot less anxiety about that. So, and also there's the mental part with making sure that you are intact with whatever is going on. But there's a lot more than just what I can say in this video. But hopefully we can improve the high stakes testing experience at Slicksy with these little Katie Hows, and I'm hoping that it will really help students in their future life.